everyone. We are here in Vanilla Skyrim. I'm going to show you the progress of Azeroth Reborn. We will see not everything because it's far too large for this, but just let us walk in and I show you and tell you at least a little bit about it.
Damn Stormcloak rebels.
So, as you can see, we are now in a completely new world space. It reminds not without a reason on Goldshire. It is this is town before Stormwind in the forest of Elven in World of Warcraft, and it is the goal of this mod to rebuild parts of the Eastern Kingdoms from Stormwind down to Booty Bay. It sounds not as much, but it is larger or almost as large as the Skyrim vanilla game from the length, not from the width, only from the length. The mod was created and started by a guy named Celsius, and before it has become its new name, it was named or labeled Azeroth in Skyrim. Then the original mod author made a break for several years. I think he abandoned this project, and at one day I thought, why not continue this project? And I didn't know to this point how much work it would be to do it. I had to work me into a work of other guy, and I had to fix a ton of bugs that come naturally into a large project as this. And I had made also a ton of bugs by myself. So this is, as we see it now, the work of three, maybe 4 years. I have not counted anymore. And with this in mind, we have that the original version had already the Forest of Elven in it, like also one district of Stormwind and the Dustwood is also the Deadwind Pass. Nevertheless, I reworked all of those regions. I even have set the trees new that you see here. I gave the NPCs the new armors and clothings you see here everywhere. I made, as example, if I'm not wrong yet, I made, as example was, no, this was originally the work from Celsius, but in Stormwind we see a lot of voice signs made by me. I work not alone on this mod. I work together with a 3D modeler named AVP ASD. It's a crazy name, but he does good stuff here and there. Most of the unique models are to see on specific regions. Like in Silgroup, we have a statue for a troll statue that is unique. We have in Stormwind several unique models and so on. The most of the models you will see here are either Bethesda assets that were recolored, as you can see on these houses. I mean, but are basically Riften houses just with a blue roof and white walls. And also unique custom models as that were out on the Nexus for as mod resources, as voice trees as example. What I will you today show the way to Westfall, and yeah, I guess maybe we will end then in Stormwind. Let us walk, because you will see there is a lot of ground we have to cover here. I make sure that I'm not going killed. That would be a bit terrible for me. So I was both console commands make sure that I'm not can be touched and that AI is not interested in me. Sadly, there is no map, and I'm not sure if there ever will be one. Only, as you can see, the map markers for specific regions. But even though Forest of Elven is very, very large and has all major locations in it that we all know from the original game. That said, I have work on this mod with a timeline from classic to Wrath of the Lich King in mind. So you won't see here stuff from Cataclysm onwards. In Stormwind and some regions are some regions from Cataclysm, because it has looked better, but you won't see everything above that, and most of the time it is just from classic to Wrath of the Lich King. We are still here in the Elven Forest. As you can see, it is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful areas. It's maybe because my heart is still for the aliens, but I can't imagine a better and more beautiful place. From which we can walk to Westfall, to Strangelthorn Vale, and to Duskwood. So it's one of the major hubs if you want to go somewhere. The wildlife in this mod is yeah, you have a lot of hares here, sometimes a deer, but also custom ones. I implemented cats, only a few, rats, but most of the time to find in Stormwind at the moment, and other wildlife, most of the time small creatures like this. That said, most of the unique enemies you will find in this mod are either again reworked, remodeled Bethesda assets, as the coyotes I will show you in a few seconds. You can see that are basically wolves, just recolored. But also I have real unique critters and enemies here that you won't find in the vanilla game. Voice I usually download from the Nexus with the permission to do it, and most of them come from a mod author, name it Mihail. You know him maybe if you are interested in such content, because he's a pretty big name. As you can see, we are here in Westfall, and voice guys are usually voice we all see as the aliens player if you walk first in this area, in this region. And as you maybe remember, here are a ton of deviants. Here not yet, but in was buildings. And also on the outside, on many places. Here you can see already some. They wear usually vanilla clothing or custom clothing. As you can see here, the leather coat, but then a custom bandana. This is, I think, the right name for it. And here we have custom clothing. Okay, recustom clothing is not included in this mod. Also, it all is recorded from Bethesda assets compared to static models where AVPSD made some unique pieces for me and for this mod. But let us walk forward to the Alliance hub in this area. What is to say about this region specific? What I have not said already. As we all know, it is the Devia hub, as said before, and we will find the dead mines in Moonbrook, which is a town from this position out in this direction. It is totally controlled by deviants, and if you go really down to Moonbrook and to the dead mines, I would advise to take 2 to 4 companions with you, because otherwise the enemies will be too strong for just one player. If you not use cheating clothing, I will say, also armor and weapons from the Nexus mod with almost cheating stats, so you know what I mean. Besides that, we have also all important locations in here, as you may guessed, I think. Besides this Alliance hub is here also, as said before, Moonbrook, but also almost every important mine or house, or even the tower in the near to Dustwood, name I have yet forgotten. I made all this, and even the grass here, which was not in the original mod. This is more fitting to the area, I think. And you may will see in the future here more gnolls, but this is depending on the work of Michael. He promised me, or better he said me, that he maybe will make some gnolls in the future, and that I could use them then for my mod. But I'm not sure if that will happen, but it's totally on him. I'm happy if he does it, and if he does it, they will for sure come in this mod, and with this in to Westfall and to the Red Ridge Mountains. Besides that, I think we will now back to the Elven Forest, and then we can talk about the mod in general a bit more. But as you can see, this area is just large. If you really walk here, as you can see, you would take, I don't know, a full week of real time to move from Stormwind down to Booty Bay, maybe even more. it's really a huge area, which has its own problems. I mean, um, I don't like to put everywhere enemies as the original game it has, because then you can find somewhere peace. Yeah, I mean, you walk somewhere and then you have already an enemy on your ass. And then you walk 2 meters away, 2 meters away, and you have again an enemy on your ass. That is nothing I think is something for Skyrim. And so I aim to do less enemies in it and just to the hubs where we would guess to see them. Here you see also another farm, and a mine should be near here. You see there's the entrance to a mine and another farm. We can walk to the farm. Show your name, please. Show me your name. So there's the farm. Okay. The development time is so long. Oh, a custom critter, a prairie dog, I think is the name. The development time of this mod is so large that I have sometimes forgotten the names that I have worked on, as said before. And yeah, but a custom science made by me. What I said before, as you can see, the area is really large, and the problems are here is that it can be boring sometimes if you are not a real nostalgic World of Warcraft fan like me, as example. I can walk here and sit here on some places and just rethink my time in World of Warcraft to classic or until I played it not anymore, and I'm happy. But for everyone else, I try to put here as many enemies in here as possible, but not on the way that it is too distracting or too disturbing. I think it's the right word for it. Sorry for my not perfect English on this way, because I'm a native German speaker and not native English speaker, but I try my best here. I also try to fix this problem with something I call player NPCs. It sounds a bit weird, but what I mean with this can we see at the moment best at Stormwind. These are NPCs that try to show or try to look like a human player. Most of these NPCs are at this moment NPCs that are either staying somewhere as statics, as extras, or they are dead and lay somewhere, like a full horde raid in Azeroth. So if you ever made it to them, kudos to you, because that will be difficult. But then you can loot around 20 to 25 dead horde players that got wiped near the raptor boss in Azeroth. I forgot the name again. The troll raptor boss. We all know them. Him from farming this damned raptor. Here we see almost. Here we see the walls of Stormwind. I think I will walk from the trade district that was already content of the original mod to the magic quarter, to the mage quarters. I already showed them in in a previous video, but I think that is one of the most beautiful areas. Here we are in Stormwind, as you can see. It's not raining this time. I'm happy about that. We can buy stuff by Thomas Miller if you want to so. Yeah, not sure where he has his slaughterfish from, but the breed is original. Yes, let us look at the player NPCs that I mentioned before. So here you can see those was extras. Here are usually a lot of Aliens VOE players. Before the bank in Stormwind. And the banks are also special in this mod. Here you can put all your stuff in those boxes, and it will not disappear. So if you plan to, I don't know, to play several in-game days in this mod, and you are full of stuff, you can always put in those chests. You have also a similar place in Booty Bay, but more you can't do in the banks. This was also a player NPC, and yes, yet let us walk to the mage quarters, where we can finally talk about some common stuff, some general stuff that is important to the mod. As you can see, they are already here. Here you can see how large Stormwind is. I mean, I can barely see the cathedral district. That will be changed in the future, by the way. Of course, I will make LOD, so that you at least don't see flying houses or something like this in the future. Here we have the stockage, the Stormwind instance for every newbie Aliens player, with I think around 50 to 70 unique made Devia enemies. Also, as you can see, all the shops are in here. And so on. Maybe we can go in one shop in the mage quarters. It's not far away from here. I said this mod is fairly huge. And let us walk in here maybe, or maybe in the next. What's that? Okay. That is NPC made from the original mod author that started this mod. I'm not sure why he walks around here. We can consider this as a bug, but I think it is a bug that I let in because it makes so we have one walking NPC more in this mod. I think that is not bad. But let us go back to a shop. Alchemy needs. So as you can see, when it starts, This is a common shop in Stormwind. Most of the time you have in those shops, yeah, some NPCs that are just staying around, like those. But usually here is also one trader, like here as example. I try to make them all fitting in Stormwind. I can't say that from Booty Bay and other places, mostly for the reason because it was too much work at this to this point. Maybe I will change this in the future, but yeah, more I can say to this yet. Maybe in future videos. So let us find a bench or something like this. Maybe a bit up the... I see something custom here. A squirrel. I won't kill it. I hope never does ever kill a squirrel. But yeah, you can find some. I love those little guys. I have problems with the sword. Damn it. Yeah, yes. Here we have some benches and can talk. Yeah. What is left? I wrote something on my paper about future of this project. Yes, as I said before, the development time was 3 to 4 years, if not more. Part of the reason was because my creation kit is always crashing on my system. I don't know why, but I can't make much before it crashes, and then I need to reload again and need to rework everything again, and I bet you can guess what I mean with it. The point is, I will try my best to finish the area from Stormwind down to Booty Bay and from Westfall to the Redwood Mountains as bug-free as possible. Development behind that, I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. It is very time-consuming. Maybe I do it if enough people support me over Patreon or maybe even YouTube, for which I have no plans at the moment. I say just both Patreon or Nexus better, but to be honest, I have no real plans to put more work in it besides the things I mentioned. That said, as said before, it is really large world space where everyone who played once Stormwind, who played once World of Warcraft should be happy and work with nostalgia in those regions. Besides that, I can't say much here yet. I would need some questions from you guys. I will show you yet some of the unique models, not much. Let us go to the park district and just show one name. Yeah, every warlock of every alliance warlock of World of Warcraft knows this place. It's also here, and you can go in and take a drink or more. Yes, it will only take a few minutes. Yeah. Trade district. with this storm, and it's so large you can't even see the other side. So, and here we are in the Park District. I made him a bit larger as the original because otherwise it wouldn't fit in my eyes to the goal to make it as nostalgic but also as fitting as possible to Skyrim. And here you have some unique models. This is one of the old statues for the Park District. Is also here one of the Night Elf lanterns. Here's another one. Walls are not all in place yet. Most of them, because I wait for more models to finish those areas first. Because if I want to finish those areas, I need to buy a new game time for World of Warcraft to place those objects in the mod. I make usually one-to-one comparison between World of Warcraft and this mod, and this means I need to have then game time in World of Warcraft where I can walk around with my character and look, here says a lantern, then let us put in the creation kit lantern here. I did the same. This is a common night elf female, by the way, here. Sorry for the different topic now, but what I wanted to say is I made the same, by the way, with the barrels and crates in Stormwind. If you really like, you can walk with your character in World of Warcraft around in Stormwind Classic and look at these places, and you will see the same crates in the same way as you see them here also in this mod. This is the attention to detail I made. That said, most of the buildings you see here that are mostly just fillers are set custom by me, because I thought that would look best, etc. I think we ended here now. When it goes to the night in Stormwind, fitting for the lanterns. I hope I could show you something new at everyone, and that you are now more hooked to this mod as maybe before. It is a lot of work, but most of it is already done. At the moment I'm looking more on fixing bugs and at finding good sound files for background sounds for this mod. I'm not sure how long I will need for this. It is, in my eyes, the most boring part on working on this mod. So it is most difficult for me to find the mood for it. Besides that, I need to build here on where some stuff. As example, when I got all the models, I have to rework the second level of the Dead Mines, and I have to assign all the lanterns and other models to the right place here in the Park District. But it's not that much, but it can still take some months. I can't say, I can't put a date to it. I hope this mod is we finish it before the year ends. That is all I can say. Um, this mod is has one thing for sure. It always makes more work as I toughed before. Um, but I think we're coming to an end here, and I hope I don't lie with this. This mod will be finished before the year ends. With that said, I wish everyone a great day and hope to see you soon again in another video about Azeroth Reborn.